Herman Electro is a new puzzle game. The day I'm recording this, it just came out yesterday on Steam. But I'm not sure when this is going to air, so it might have been out for a little while. But I played through the tutorial and just a couple of puzzles to kind of like get my recording settings set up. And it seems plausible. It's interesting in that it's a roguelike puzzle game. So each time you go through levels, like they're differently randomly generated, I guess. The basic idea is I'm this little guy, and I have various tools. Saw, cut a wooden wall or box. Wire cutters to cut wires that activate mechanisms. What's another one that I've seen and used? I guess those are kind of most of them, actually, that I've used so far. And you can use them on squares nearby, and rather than try to talk more about it at the beginning, we can just jump in. This apparently is a layer related to concrete walls or something. And when you start the puzzles, you also start with a phoenix feather, violently return to life, obliterating the puzzle. So if you die in a puzzle, basically it kind of like solves the room for you. And so it's kind of like a get out of jail free card. And there is a way also to like give up on a certain set of puzzles. But if we go open up our toolbox, it looks like I got one wire cutter, and we have one room available for me to explore. And sometimes puzzles seem to be multi-room, where you might need to carry items from one room into another. So in any case, I'm carrying some wire cutters in here. Somewhere in here there are some power sources that have activated. These are trapdoors that if the power goes off, the trapdoors will open and you'll fall through. These are open trapdoors that are up here. So if I were to fall through there, I would die. And the goal is to get to my toolbox that's over there. And I just have one thing of wire cutters that I can use. And so if I manage to cut the wire so that it's not going to this door that's currently shut, I'd be able to open things. And since I know the power source must be in here, you can't see inside rooms that you can't get into due to walls. But I think basically if I cut the wire to the north, that'll get rid of the power that's going to this door. And as a result, it looks like I get another wire cutter and away to go in a couple. Oops. Well, I just used my phoenix feather by accident. I fell into the trapdoor to the right that was open because I just wasn't thinking about it. Because I was looking up and to the right, which you can see on the mini-map in the upper right, shows you like all the different ways you can go. And so that shows you what happens when you die, which is basically, well, when you die, when you have a phoenix feather, which is basically that it saves your life, but then erases everything from the room and kind of solves it for you. So that was a shame. But we get to show off that mechanic. So what do we have going on here? That activates something inside there, that activates something inside there, and that does too. And so you can see kind of the darkness mechanic. Okay, so there's my toolbox. There's a trapdoor over here. Presumably they'll be controlled by this, but actually it's not. And currently all I have is a wire cutter. So I don't think I can solve this right now. And every time you step on these things, it ends up like toggling the wires or whatever. But nothing's toggling that trapdoor, so I don't think I can solve this room right now, so I think I need to go to another room first. So if I go over here, I guess these are concrete walls that can't be sawed. And I do have one wire cutter. So if I cut the wire here, then that'll give me access to a saw and another room. So I think the saw could have solved the room that was in the upper left, but let's go ahead and peek ahead. Oh, you unlocked metal walls. I got a new achievement. Alright. That one looks kind of complicated. And I think I actually might still be in a tutorial zone where I'm unlocking things, because one of those puzzles there I'd actually already seen when I was warming up. Or maybe the roguelike nature, they're not completely randomly generated, but like curated from bits and pieces, I'm not sure. In any case, I could totally use a saw to get to the toolbox over here. So let's cut through this wooden wall in order to just make a shortcut over here. and that gives me some wire cutters. So you can totally cheese puzzles using different things. And my understanding, in addition to the Phoenix Feather, there's like some other quote-unquote super tools that basically allow you to like there's a bomb, I think, that just like destroys a bunch of blocks around it. And so you could imagine if you just bomb through walls that you could just kind of like completely get around whatever the puzzle has set up for you. Okay, so I currently have one wire cutter. Yeah, okay, and I was going to say, but this wall is being powered from two different things, but there's a bottleneck right here, so if I cut this wire to the left of me, I think that'll cut off both of these power sources. Oh, interesting. And it actually is like that. But yeah, if I chop this off, the power sources are down here, so I think this would go ahead and turn off all the power that goes to this doorway that was blocking me from getting to the toolbox. And it looks like I got another wire cutter, and I can proceed to the north. And there's stairs down, but in the upper right, can I wire place? I don't actually know. Cut a wire or electric floor. It doesn't seem like, it seems like you can only cut existing wires. It doesn't seem like you can like place new wires. There is a treasure box there, and if I had a Phoenix Feather, I guess I would be able to use it. And presumably there's also a treasure box there. Did I solve all the rooms I was in? I think so. So let's go down. I don't know that I've done this before. So if I go down, does this bring me to a new set of puzzles, or does it bring me back to the hub? I guess it's a new set of puzzles. At some point we'll go back to the hub, because it seems like, okay, I've got two saws that I just got out of that box, and I still have the wire cutter from the previous level, I guess. Alright. So the goal is to get to the toolbox over here. I could use a wire cutter, which would let that down, but then I also would need to get some of these trapdoors activated in order to be able to walk over there. I do have saws, so I could saw through two things over here in order to walk there. That's a possibility. And just looking over here, I think that's also, yeah, an unactivated trapdoor. So I can't walk in here right now. I could cut a wire in order to walk down here, toggle this, which would turn on the trapdoor, and also turn on this, which would turn on these trapdoors. But I think that still wouldn't be enough. So, I know at least one way that I could get to the tools over here using two saws, but I just want to check out what my other options are. This music track is a little bit louder than the previous ones. I think it might still be acceptable. Let's see. Concrete walls over here, so we'd have to activate some of the trapdoors, it seems like, which involves just stepping on some things. So let's just see if I walk through here. There's trapdoors here that are not currently on. And what power goes to them? It looks like it's... this thing is toggling them. Got it. So if I did... this now... Why does this one not seem to have any behavior? Oh, because toggling it doesn't matter because there's no power flowing into it. Got it. So I needed this down in order to conduct power through this junction. And then I just have the ability to like toggle these two things. And I can only see into this section when this wall is down. Okay, I understand that bit. But yeah, I definitely... And these are currently not being powered. And the way they would be powered is by that. but it's currently also powering this door, which I don't want. So if I use my wire cutters here, then I'd be able to walk across all of this and this. And then I could hit a button here, which would power this. And I could still walk around here, I believe. So I'd be able to walk to here, and then I could walk down to here. But pressing this button would also close this door around me. But I do have saws. Alright, I think this would work. So, let's try using my wire cutters to cut this, which opens this door, allows me to walk down here. If I step on this, it puts down these so that I can walk over here and get over to this guy. And then every time I step on this guy, it's going to do that. Oh! And now these are down. I'm not sure. So the button toggled the power coming straight out, but does not toggle the power. Oh, it's because there's not power coming out this way. The power is still coming from this way and has gone through these. So basically the first time I turn this on, well, I'm not sure if that's correct actually. I have to go back and look at the video to see if turning on the trapdoors then caused the power to flow through them in this direction. But in any case, I made it to the toolbox. It gave me more saws. And can I still make it out of here? Yes. I can just walk out. So let's do it, and if I move to a new room, am I going to get a new music track, or is it this floor level that had this music track? I think it might be this floor level. Okay, I have a bunch of saws. I can cut through wood in lots of different places. And I know how I could use 2 things of wood to solve the puzzle that we left behind. So I'm going to choose to go back up here. Did I ever take a look at the puzzle that was to the south? I don't know that I did. But right now I know that if I chop, chop, I can get a toolbox here, which gives me another saw. Okay, so that was kind of not worth it. I don't think I looked at this puzzle. And I'm not sure... Are these also wood? It seems like I can chop them. Yes, okay, great. And I got a wire cutter. And we opened up another room over here. Okay. Tell me what's happening here. Let's turn off the saw because I don't want to accidentally click it right now. I'm thinking about the puzzle. Oh no! I didn't realize that was a trap. I can't move unless I were to cut some wires. I'm gonna take a risk. I think there's a way to walk out if I cut this. So I'm gonna cut that bit. Oh dear. Okay, that is actually enough for me to solve this, so we're kind of off the hook. And it looks like I just picked up another saw. Alright, but I need to pay attention to things like that. Can't toggle the buttons unless you can walk on and off them. Okay. Saws and wire cutters, what are we looking at here? I could cut a wire, which would bring this down, and then use 2 saws and get in here. That would be one way to solve this puzzle. I could also cut one thing here and be able to step on there. Yeah. Yeah, so I could use 1 saw and 1 wire cutter, I'm pretty sure. So if I saw this, then I can step here, which gives me access to walk on those. And if I cut the wire here, like that, then this door goes down, and I can get to the toolbox, and I got another saw, so I still have 2 saws in my inventory. Oh, reach the stairs. And now I get a chance to find out. Okay. So if I saw this, there's another treasure box here. Is it going to give me a super tool? No, just gave me wire cutters. And there's still also a room I could take a look at before I go downstairs. Oh! What is this? Welcome to our shop. Feel free to buy whatever you like at the listed price. Please take a look around. Explain to me prices and currency, because I don't think I have either. Scrap metal. Trade for new tools in the floor 3 and 6 meta shops. Okay, I'm not sure exactly what that is, and if I try to walk up here, it doesn't let me. Interesting. So I think there might be currency that I didn't get yet, and I might be able to buy a phoenix feather with like 3 wire cutters and 4 saws or something. Interesting. Okay, well I'm gonna go ahead and go down. And does this bring me back to the hub, or does it bring me to a new set of puzzles? I think this is a new set of puzzles. There's like meat and bones on the wall or something. This has definitely a different feel. And I get some extra wire cutters to start this level off, and there's multiple directions I can go. Alright. So, I have 1 saw and a bunch of wire cutters. And I don't have a sense of, like, if the puzzles, like, are adjusted for the set of items I currently have. Okay. I don't see a way to toggle these because there isn't power running to them from anywhere. So it seems like I would have to walk through all of this to get there. If I walked in here, this door would shut behind me. However, I'd be able to walk up to these trapdoors. And I would be able to toggle this, and then I'd be able to toggle that as well to get back out. So if I toggled this by stepping on it twice, I would definitely want... I would need these on in order to walk across these trapdoors, but then I'd also need this off in order to be able to walk through here. And I also would have needed to get through here. Or I'd need to cut the power here. So it seems to me that if I cut the power to this door so that it never goes on, and I cut the power over here, because I don't see another way to turn this door off, unless I step on there and not see a way to step over there. Yeah, so I see a way to use 2 wire cutters, I believe, to solve this. So let's try that out. So I'm going to wire cutter, sure, here. Yeah, and now I can see that that door stays down. Okay, great. And then I'm also going to wire cutter up here. And so if I chop this wire, then this door is going to stay down and open. And so now I think I can safely walk in here and do all this stuff. So if I walk in here, and then toggle this. Oh, can I get back out? I didn't think carefully about that. Well, I managed to get another saw. And yes, I can get back out. Terrific. Okay. So we solved the puzzle. And yeah, given that you don't know what tools you're going to get from the toolbox goal in any individual room, I don't know that there's a way to plan your strategy other than trying to use, like, the fewest resources possible. This looks like I need wire placement, which is, I don't think, something I can use. Yeah, the wire cutters just cut wires. They don't place wires. So I don't know that I have the tools to solve that yet. I do get the feeling that there's more tools I need to yet unlock. So let's take a peek down here. If I step on this, the trapdoor is gonna open up and then I won't be able to get back, and that's true of all of these, I think. But it looks like I would need to do 2 of these. So I don't know how to do this at all. Because I need to keep power flowing all the way to here to keep this trapdoor down. Or up, whatever is the position you want to describe it as. But I need to toggle both of these, which involves either cutting these wires, which I don't think I can cut wires diagonally, so I think my wire cutter, yeah, it can only affect blocks north, south, east, west, or where you're standing. So I don't think I can cut that, and if I simply walk in here, I'm fairly certain that that's going to cut off the power, and this trapdoor would open, and then I wouldn't have a means of escape. So I do have two saws, and so I could cut one of them here. There's no undo. It'd be interesting to cut one of them here and look inside this room and see if it's not a fully thick wall. If I could, there's probably power sources in here. I'm gonna experiment. Oh no, it's just more walls. Okay, I used one of my saws and I didn't make progress in this room. Does the room stay in that behavior? Yeah, it does. Okay, so it's not like walking out and walking back in resets the room. I don't know that there's any way to reset the room. There's a restart button, but it seems to just give you a new random level from when I was doing some testing before I recorded this. Alright, so I've got a saw and a wire cutter and a very complicated looking puzzle. Okay, I can safely step on here just to witness what it does. And I think that gives me the ability to safely step on here to witness what it does. However, there's no power here. All I can do is keep the power flowing through it. Okay. Where's the power source? There's a power source here. That goes up to nowhere. There's a power source here. That could go somewhere, but currently there's a trapdoor preventing me from going there. Power source here with similar constraints. It looks like the goal would be to turn on this because it would activate all these trapdoors. And so turning on that, if I did use a saw, I don't have the power connected all the way over there. Yeah, from looking at this, I don't see a way to do this right now. If I could step on this button, power would flow through here, over to here. If I could get in here, over to here, and through here and around, and then finally get me to the toolbox. But I don't see a way that I can get to here to step on this in the first place. If I cut this wood wall, I could walk in here, step on this, that would activate this. Oh, and I could step on this, hold on. But this still doesn't have any power flowing into it. Unless... there isn't an apparent wire communicating power between this and this trapdoor, but I want to experiment again, even if it costs me the level. Okay, so I powered this. Power did not flow from the trapdoor into the wire to the left. So that's what I wanted to know. So with one remaining wire cutter, I don't think there's anything else I can do here that's of use. So unless there's another level I can solve, I think I might be stuck. And I might just have to take a death or restart the levels. Right, and I still have no idea how to do that. And then remind me what was to the north? Or have I even looked? Right, there was this that I just don't know what it's about. So yeah, so I think I'm stuck. And so let's find out what happens if I just die and I don't have a phoenix feather. Your journey has come to an end. Plus R to restart or H to return home. So let's press H to return home. Okay, so this brings us back to the hub. And if I go down here, is this just a description of all the things I've unlocked so far? Concrete walls, metal walls, wood walls, wire, and power doors were unlocked by default. Saw, wire cutters, flame, haven't seen flame yet, bombs, maps. Oh, I wonder if a map like lets you see either the whole level in terms of the mini map before you've unlocked rooms, or be able to like see in the dark inside rooms would be my guess. Pickaxe, that sounds pretty cool. Wonder if that could go through concrete walls maybe. Phoenix feather and coin, and obviously there's going to be more unlockables it looks like in here. Oh, guards, complete intro rooms for previous, okay. Gun. Okay, so there's a lot of possible things here. Oh, credits. So yeah, my understanding is like 3 like high school kids or something made this game. All right. Is there anything else here to explore in the hub? What are these things? So here's my character. Herman's toolbox. Beat 4-6 is Herman. Natasha the pyromaniac. Oh, interesting. So if we get through 4-6, or manage to buy things, or do some other stuff, it seems like we're going to get more characters. And if she's a pyromaniac, I'm guessing maybe that's where we're going to get the flame skill, maybe? Oh, and Beat 4-6, I wonder if it's the whole thing, like, the entire set of puzzles is kind of like pre-made, and so if you do everything optimally, you carry enough items forward into the next level in order to solve certain puzzles. Might be a thing. I'm not sure. This seems interesting. And I'm okay going in with my own kind of lack of knowledge. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll try another episode of this, at least, to explore it a bit more. I'm going to say, I hope as always that you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Herman Electro. For now, bye-bye.